It's your girl Eva Lorraine. Welcome back to my channel. So as you know from my last video that I had roughly about 3 months ago, maybe even longer, I said that I was quitting my job, leaving YouTube, and leaving California. So as you can tell, I'm in the military. I know it sounds like, but anyways, so yeah, I made it through basic training, and based on the title, you already know what this video is going to be about. So let's jump right into it. So yeah, my basic training experience was nonetheless really wild. Really wild. Yeah, I wrote down a few things that I want to cover based upon like my experience, me being a little bit older, me being a female, me being African American, me going from beauty and influencer to military and discipline. Yeah, let's jump right into this. So basic training was about 10 weeks. Your contract says that you typically are going to be there 10 weeks. However, the process took a little bit longer. When you go to MEPs, you're there typically for 24 hours. If not, you may be like held over to the next day, which around this time, I went in August, was a lot of people that were going. So a few people got left behind, but that was just 24 hours based upon like transportation and hotel reservations and stuff like that. So I was lucky to not have to wait any longer. So I went from MEPS, and then I went and I flew to Fort Jackson. So yeah, when I got to Fort Jackson, you're in a reception waiting period. I did not know that it was that long of a waiting period. I thought it was maybe like 24 hours type thing, but we were actually there for about 4 days. So in the reception, you just get up, you have formation, and then you go to chow. In processing, so we got all our paperwork done. We got some of our clothing, like our uniforms, our PT uniform, boots. We got fitted for a few things while we were there, and it just went by really smoothly because we really didn't have much to do. And you did all your medical stuff, so we did shots and we did like a screening, so that was pretty cool. So day in, while we were there, we just basically waited. The crazy part about it was the first 24 hours we did not sleep. I got there, it was really late, and they never let us sleep. We just stayed up. We got there like 10 o'clock, going on 11. We did our in-processing, and the day kept going. So 1, 2 o'clock, 3, 4 a.m., 6, we went to chow at 7 a.m., and we just kept going. And like I was falling asleep in lines, I was falling asleep everywhere. I was so tired, I couldn't even like stay awake, but they didn't let us go to sleep until that evening, which was around like 5 p.m. That's 1700. So yeah, we literally stayed awake the entire time, and I was like, why are we doing this? But it's the hurry up and wait game, so that's what we did. So yeah, that was the reception process. So then on Friday, we packed all our bags. They told us to pack our bags and that we would be selected to go to basic training. So they started calling rolls in alphabetical order, and my name was picked. So I was really shocked, and I'm like, okay, shoot, I'm about to leave. Like, the nervousness started like carrying on. So I'm like, okay, dang, I gotta go. So then we all got in our formation, grabbed I believe we had 2 duffel bags at that time. No, 1 duffel bag. And then we grabbed our bags and started going towards the bus. So when we were marching towards the bus and it was really quiet, we were like, everyone was nervous. I was just like, I didn't know what the heck is going on, and we're in alphabetical order. So I didn't know anyone around me because the people that I made friends with weren't going with me because their names weren't pulled, like all of them. Like I knew no one. So like I was like, okay, cool. I'll get through this, whatever. So you get on the bus and there's a drill sergeant there. Like, wow. First thing, drill sergeant, whatever. So she's telling us we have to keep our heads down. We can't talk. Like, it's literally like starting right now. So we literally kept our heads down the entire time. We couldn't see where we were going, but it was about a 15-minute drive from the reception area, which was 211, to where I was going, which was 134. So I was like nervous as heck. So we get there and then the bus stops. The bus stops. The drill sergeant gets up. She tells us to look up, and we have literally, I think, 2 minutes or something like that. 2 minutes. I'm in the first seat. I literally get off, and there's drill sergeants, like 4 or 5 of them on, like, right outside the bus telling us to run. Like, run. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I have this heavy duffel bag. I'm running. And, like, it seemed like no end, because my company, I was in Fox Company, which is like A, B, C, D, F, because they skipped E. So Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Foxtrot. So I'm running, and it seemed like no end with this heavy duffel bag full of new equipment that, I just got yesterday. And then we finally get on the drill pad. So I watch my YouTube videos. I already know the shark tank or sharking, how it goes. So everyone's drill pad typically looks the same. So when I got there, I'm like, okay, it's going to be similar. We're all going to start forming up and we're going to get sharked. So that's basically what happened. Like, we ran in line and we started getting sharked. And I'll insert a picture here of me getting sharked. So yeah, so we ran in line, and they were telling us to like do drills. So we had to put the duffel bag over our head, put it down, duffel bag over your head, put it down, jog in place, push-ups, sit-ups. Like, I can't remember what all we did, but we just got sharked. So we were basically, and it's August, so it's still hot in the Carolinas. So I'm like sweating profusely, like my glasses are falling off my face, my PC fell off a few times, drill sergeant's yelling here, drill sergeant's yelling there, but I never looked at anyone. I stayed straight. I didn't see anyone. I didn't even know who my drill sergeant was. I don't even know. I just saw someone yelling in my face, and that was it. So I was just like really focused and determined to like make sure that I'm straight. So then after we got sharked and we're like gagging for air, they were like, drink some water. And then the sharking was over. I don't know. It might have been like 10 minutes, maybe shorter, just because, when you're being tortured, you just don't know what's going on. So whatever. And then we moved to the next drill pad so that we can start unloading, and we're getting our bags inspected. So basically they tell you stuff that you're not supposed to bring. They confiscate your cell phone. They just make sure that you have all the equipment that you need for the training that you got in reception. So just to make sure that you didn't lose anything or forget anything while you were there. So yeah, we had that little process done. They took our cell phones, but before they did, they told us to make a call to your family. Just one phone call, and it had to be within 2 minutes time or something like that. And they gave us a block of instruction to call your family, and as when they answer or say hello, just say, hey, this is, so, they already know who you are, but hey, I'm okay. I made it to basic. I'm letting you know that this is my last phone call. Goodbye, or don't call back. Goodbye. And that was literally it. And we weren't supposed to say anything else, or we got sharked even worse. So I kept it short and sweet. I called my pops. I said, hey, I'm okay. I made it to basic. This is my last phone call. Do not call back. love you, goodbye. And that was like literally it. I didn't cry. I was a little bit nervous, I will say that, but I mean, it is what it is. I think everyone out there is a bit nervous and everyone is like, okay, what's going on? So yeah, that was the beginning of basically